Just trying to fix my camera so that you don't see the camera arm because that's what it was trying to focus on. Merry belated Christmas. Oh, I guess I'm not done cleaning up. I just found another bag to put away. I have not worked on my Christmas journal at all this year. We have been sick and it has been crazy, so I have a few things to put in. The rest of the stuff is inside. And I grabbed some of our wrapping paper that we used, and I figured that I could use some wrapping paper, you know. I'm going to turn my chat on YouTube because the StreamYard chat is not as good because it doesn't show everything, you know. And then let me see. The quality seems to be okay, right? Okay, so we could do this. So I thought I would just do some, you know, I'm just going to wing it. So here's like a scrap piece and another scrap piece. I'm just going to glue things. I'm just going to glue things in here. Pick a page, any page, and stick paper down. And maybe, you know, I did buy a couple of different Christmas papers. So maybe I'll throw those in too. It's like really bright. Sorry, y'all, my lights are really bright. It's like daytime in here. I wonder if I can fix the camera. Touch up my appearance. What does that do? Sorry, y'all. I probably shouldn't play with this stuff. I should probably wait. Let's see. Let me see. How does that look? Can't tell. I guess we'll try it. I don't know. I just don't know. So I hope that I hope everybody had a great Christmas. We did. We were all feeling better. Come on. Did this stuff really harden up on me in there? So we all got to feeling better, which is nice. Not 100%. I'm probably, I'd say about 87%. Wow, this thing really isn't going to come out. Gotta get a pin. See, look how unprepared I am. I'm so unprepared. Ooh, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Good morning, Kathy. Sorry, my phone started to ring, and it was my husband inside the house calling me for whatever reason. And I'm trying to find a pin to unclog my glue. You would think with all the cleaning I just did, I would know exactly where I put a pin, but I don't. I don't know. I don't have a clue. Oh, I don't know. Right? I don't know. What a mess. Maybe a paper clip will get in there. Try this paper clip, I guess. Oh, that one's too fat. That one's one of those like fancy ones. Oh, let's see. Good old-fashioned metal paper clip. Which I had to get a mayonnaise jar for my paper clips because the glass jar I had them in smashed all over the floor the other day while I was wrapping gifts, which is what prompted the pretty quick cleanup in here because I didn't want to be dragging glass all over the place. So this glue doesn't usually do this to me, but the glue that I put in this bottle, I think, was thick. So I'm assuming that it's just thickening up inside of there over time because I haven't used this glue bottle in a while. But I like this glue, so try and use this glue bottle. Let's see. All right, maybe that'll work. I don't know. Try it. Well, hello, Lisa. Been a long time since I have seen you. I hope all is well. Ooh, maybe it'll work now. Maybe I can glue now. I'm sorry if I'm live streaming on anybody else's times, but whenever I get a minute to do so, I gotta take it. Gotta take advantage. Yeah, that glue's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to do some glue surgery to that. Maybe add some water. So we'll just glue stick, I guess. Glue stick. I'm just collaging some of the Christmas stuff that I've gotten. I haven't really done any Christmas crafting at all, except a few little things here and there because we've been sick. Our whole house has just been sick. It's just been one person after another with all kinds of cooties. So, you know, I got this really nice quality wrapping paper at the thrift store a while ago, and that's what I used. That's what I used for most of my wrapping. So it's like really thick, really nice and thick. And maybe I'll put a strip on here. Sure, why not? But yeah, I was so shocked at how nice, because it was brand new. It was still in the package. I don't understand how wrapping paper makes it to a thrift store. It's like buying toilet paper and giving it away, as if you're never going to need toilet paper again. You know, wrapping paper. You're never going to use wrapping paper again, or you know, a roll of it. You're never going to need that roll of wrapping paper again, or that package of wrapping paper. You're always going to need it, unless you suddenly convert and you no longer celebrate Christmas. Then I guess I could see donating it, but you know, I don't understand why people get rid of wrapping paper. And I mean, this was brand new. You know, it was like one of those packages of 4 rolls. So it was new. New. Maybe I'll put some along here like this, and it'll be a funky, you know, design. Be like it goes around the corner. Huh? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I could see that. But even still, you would get rid of the wrapping paper? I don't know. I don't think I would get rid of it. I would you know, put it aside maybe, because you never know when the time might come. I mean, I guess people would change their styles, like those people who are really serious into, you know, wrapping gifts to be works of art. I'm not that people. I'm one of those people that wraps gifts for practicality. So my daughter, they had these little candy grams at school, and she got 2. Yeah, I might need it. You never know. You never know when you might need it. They're selling little candy grams, and you paid $1 and got a candy. You could send a candy cane to whoever. So she got one from each of her teachers, which I thought was sweet, sweet, sweet. So we're gonna put that on here. Oh yeah, staple it right in. Works out nice. This one I'll tie a little better. I don't know how long I'll be on because my husband might need my help moving a motor. So we'll see how that goes. He's taking his Model T motor tomorrow to be machined. Let's add this. Well, hello, Miss Renee. I hope you are feeling well. I hope that all is going well with you. What should I put on this side? I'll use some of the other paper, I guess. I don't know. Trying to stop it from falling, but it's going to fall anyway, I guess. Season's greetings. This is like really nice wrapping paper for Goodwill special. See, the hard part with these composition book journals is they get so fat that the pages end up at an angle that you can't glue at. Like, I'm going to be decorating pages at 90-degree angles here very shortly because they just get so big and fluffy, which is fine for, looking at, but they're harder to work in with the fluff. The fluff books. I would consider that to be an adhesive. I had to have a small procedure done a few months ago, and I had considered using skin glue to do a better job than the doctor did at closing up the incision. But yeah, I have a hard time recovering because I have a hard time sitting still. Although the sicknesses that we have had this past month have really taught me to sit. My body was really like, no, you're going to stay put now. You're not going anywhere now. You're going to sit and stay. So I did. And I'm still like tired, my energy level isn't back, and I'm still suffering congestion, especially at night when I can't breathe out of my nose. I mean, like I always thought, I'm always like, oh, yeah, okay, a head cold. Well, I'll just go about my business. But I wasn't going about my business this year. My business was toast. My daughter made this little Rudolph bag. This is inside of this was reindeer food, which was glitter and what else? Glitter and something. Oh, oatmeal. Glitter and oatmeal. And I wanted to keep the little bag. This is my youngest daughter now. She's in kindergarten. So my last year with a kindergartner, gets emotional for this mama. Let's see if my glue will come out of here yet. No, it's really in there. I'm going to have to water that down or something. It's really screwed up. Excuse me. Oh, Renee, that's awful. I'm sorry. That's the worst when you have to deal with, because you can't scratch the incision. You can't rip it open and get it infected, I'm surprised they would. I mean, I'm assuming there's a reason they used that stuff. I just don't know. I just don't know. But you might have to call them. You might have to call them and say, hey, guess what? This is awful. My daughter's eyeballs fell off and it's kind of like sticky. Oh, I bet. I know hives, girlfriend. I know hives. Let's find a page somewhere. Let's find a page over here. And I could put Santa's workshop paper. This is something they do. This is something they do every year, and I try and volunteer when I can. Yeah, you're going to have to, because you can't be, what about when you're sleeping, you scratch it and you don't realize it and you end up screwing something up, You're going to have to. Ooh, enjoy, Lisa. I could go for some tea right now. I could go for some tea. Very sorry. I still have a lot of nose situations going on. So I have no idea what I have in my stash because I haven't played around with any of it yet this year. So don't mind me if we end up having to do like a show and tell with all the crap I have so I can remember what I own. I don't know how much I'm going to do in this journal because I didn't really get a chance to do much this year or any at all. So I'm just going to do what I can and go from there, I guess. Go from there. See what happens. Did you at least get some nice stuff for Christmas, Renee? Were you at least able to enjoy some goodies from Santa? Oh man, did I go too high? I went too high. I did. I'm gonna have to just cut it, I guess, because I can't fold it over on the other side. Really bummed about my Aleene's over here being too thick to do anything with. Oh, maybe it's cold. Because I had my heat off in here for the last couple days. It was so warm in here when I was in here the other day. Maybe it's just cold. I guess it feels kind of cold. I mean, I ain't going to be able to warm. That's like, a lot of glue in there for me to try and warm up with my hands. But maybe if I give it a minute, it will come back to life. Maybe, if I'm lucky, it will come back to life. I know I could have grabbed new wrapping paper, but I don't know. Something about the used wrapping paper that was all, torn up and loved on for a minute. Merry Christmas, Mrs. Gigi. Thank you for stopping by. I hope your holiday has been wonderful. I hope you have a wonderful new year. I am in the Streamathon this year on New Year's Day at 6 p.m. The first year. I've been trying to get on the Streamathon now for a few years anyway. And yeah, this year I'm in. I'm put my name in. And I'm bouncing around two different ideas of what to do because there's another project I want to do, and I've been debating on just doing it on a live stream, but I might do it on the Streamathon. And it's kind of Christmassy, but it could very easily be not Christmassy, so I'm not going to tell you. It's going to be a surprise. Just going to have to wait Just gonna have to wait. I'm excited for the streamathon. I'm excited because I have not done it yet. And I love it. I love the energy of everybody, you know. It's really exciting, and we're coming into the new year, and everybody is excited. I really enjoy doing the streamathon. I really enjoy watching it. Hello, Stephanie. How did little man react to his Christmas? I'll bet you he was just right out of his tree. My daughter's like, I was excited to play with their toys yesterday. I'm like, hey, bring me this. Hey, get me that. We got Vera. Vera likes the Spirograph, so, but you know, it's hard with those little wheels. They come off the track really easily for her. So they have a Spirograph Junior with big wheels. And she started playing with that last night, and that she liked it a lot more than the other one. It was a lot more user-friendly for her little hands. Oh, I bet. There you go. You got your babysitter now for Christmas break. He'll be busy all week. He'll be busy all week with that. I was gonna get my girls a video game or something, but you know, they're not really. They like it. Like, I got them a Nintendo DS, which is old. It's an old system now. You know, it's considered old. And they like it, and they play it a little bit, but I don't know if I would spend the money to get them a Switch if they play that as much as they play this, because it's not a lot. And, you know, I have a couple of older systems, too. Like, I've got a Super Nintendo, and I'm sorry, I no longer have a Super Nintendo. I have to get a new Super Nintendo. But I have a Nintendo 64, and we have a Wii, but it's not hooked up because we don't really have a living room to hook it up in. Yeah, that's probably smart, because, you know, then he might wake up. Like, my girls, whenever they get to have their tablets on the weekends or something, if they wake up at like 5 in the morning and just open their eyes for a second, they'll get up and get on the tablet. And I'm like, no, because then they don't get enough sleep and they're miserable. I'm like, no, you really have to get some sleep. So we took the tablets away for Christmas vacation, and it's been nice. It has been nice. Who's called? Oh, Ryan. Ryan is calling. I don't know what he wants now. I don't know. He just called me a minute ago when I first started. Like, I first start, and then I got to pause because he calls. See what he has to say. I'm able to stream from my laptop. Which is nice, because then my phone isn't tied up, so I can, you know, talk to people on if they need me. Where before, like, there'd be like emergencies and all kinds of the world ending and stuff, and I don't know it because I can only use my phone to stream. But I'm using my laptop, and I understand the quality of this video probably isn't the best because of my lighting, I think. But I'm gonna work on that and see if I can improve it. My lights are. I'll try something. I'll try turning off the light behind me. See if I can make it better. I turn it off with my phone. I bought one of those smart outlets so that if my area behind me is, much better, right? Look at that. If the space by my light switch is too full of crap, I don't have to worry about climbing over things to shut my light off. I just do it from my phone. Plus, I forget my lights on a lot because I always plan on coming back down here, and sometimes I don't get to. And it's really a pain in the butt at 10 o'clock at night when I got to come down here and shut my lights off. So I could just do it from the remote on my phone. And if anybody wants the link for these outlets, I will put it in the description box because I'm really impressed with these ones. I bought some, I used some for my house for lights on timers, like when we're out of town. And it's really, it works out really nicely because we had those like wind up ones that we were using. And then one year we lost power. So our lights, instead of going on at 7 and going off at 11, they were going on at like 2 p.m. and going off at, you know, whatever, 7 p.m. So yeah, that was fun. But I love these smart outlets. They really make my life easy. Easy peasy. This paper is like so thick. I love this thick paper. Love it. I need a better piece. Lots and lots of traffic on my road today. I don't know why. Must be all the Christmas traffic. All the Christmas traffic out here in the middle of nowhere. Oh, speaking of out here in the middle of nowhere, the other night, Friday night, my neighbor over here, he lives aside of me. He's not the jerk neighbor. He's actually the only neighbor that's like halfway decent. He passed away from a massive heart attack. They were partying, I guess, and he had a massive heart attack and died. I feel bad because, you know, he was, like I said, he was the only one that we were friends with, the only one left. The only friend we had left in the block, so now it's just us against all the jerk neighbors. Now we are down some soldiers in our war against the jerk neighbors. Which, it's not like they're jerks. You know, they leave us alone. They leave us alone, which is good, you know. But they're just idiots. I just can't even handle it. Come on, cut off of there. See, I think it's fun when you just kind of mix a whole bunch of papers together. Happy Boxing Day to all of my Canadian and British and European friends who celebrate this day. And hello, Shelley. I sent Shelley a picture this morning. One of my Christmas gifts was a heat gun. And it's a Rambo gun like hers. So now I have my own Rambo gun. And it's huge. Like, I was trying to find a small heat gun. I was trying to find a small heat gun that has a temperature variance. And that doesn't exist. Only the giant Rambo guns will have temperature variance. So just so you know, if you're in the market for a little heat gun that has a temperature variance, you're not going to find it. It's Rambo or nothing. Yeah, that's why I got the variant temperatures. It goes as low as 120 degrees and it goes as high as 1200 degrees. Just in case I needed to light a fire. But yeah, I've lit things on fire with Brian's Rambo heat guns, so yeah, I'm totally familiar with that. But, you know, I'm like reading and it says, oh, you need a heat gun that goes over 1,000 degrees in case you have, for peeling paint. And I'm like, well, obviously I need that in case, who knows, I might have to peel paint. We had to peel all the paint off of our kitchen cabinets. Maybe I'll have to peel paint off of a piece of furniture. You just never know. Just never know when you might need a 1200 degree heat gun. But the thing I like about the higher temperatures is you can melt plastic. So for instance, I was taking water bottles and soda bottles and things, like some of the bottles that are different colored, the bottles themselves are different colored. And I'd cut them into strips and then I'd melt them with the heat gun to make them into beads. You cut it into a strip and then you roll it up and hold it with scissors and melt it. And I'm not scissors, tweezers, and melt it, and it will melt very nicely. So I did that, and I did that a while ago. And I still have a bunch of like colored bottles that I can do more. I have like 4 or 5 more bottles I can use to do that with. This one is it's big, but believe it or not, it doesn't weigh a lot. My husband's is the same way. It weighed a ton. His is like older from Harbor Freight from, 20 years ago. But mine is really light. I was very surprised by the size of it and the weight of it. It was very lightweight. And it comes with like a whole bunch of tips and things, and I was like, wow, this is fancy beans. It's like really fancy. So, yeah. So I'm excited to heat things up now. I'm going to be heating things up. I don't know when, but it'll happen. Someday we'll be heating things up. Merry Christmas. So what did everyone get for Christmas? I want to hear. I want to hear about all the Christmas presents. I got my Rambo heat gun, and I got a pair of slipper boots to wear while I'm in here because my floors aren't insulated, so my feet get cold. Like right now, my feet are cold because I didn't put my slipper boots on. But I had them on earlier. But I'm not going to wear them outside, so then I changed my shoes to go back up to the house, and I just didn't change them back when I came in. But yeah, they're really nice and cozy and warm, which I love because I hate having cold feet. So I got slipper boots for in here. I got my Rambo heat gun. And some like little, sweater and clothes and things like that. That'll be nice for the winter. Oh, it's raining again. I'm going to have to go back in the house in the rain. Yes, Lisa, relax. I got all of my meal cleanup done yesterday. I was like, I'm not waking up to this mess tomorrow. So I got it all done last night. So when I went to bed, I was stinking tired. But yeah, it feels good once you get the mess cleaned up. All of the wrapping paper, like all of the packaging and stuff, we have it all in a box. Just waiting. Just waiting to be burned. That's the second glue stick I've gone through this session. Oh, nice. I had a wireless keyboard and mouse too for a long time back when I had a bigger TV. And yeah, it's handy. It's handy to have. I wasn't watching live streams at the time on YouTube, but I was using it for other things, and that's really handy to have one that hooks up to the TV. And then I haven't bought my own Christmas gift yet. I always buy myself something. And I don't know, I haven't, I don't know what to get myself. So I've just been, because I don't feel like spending a ton of money, just trying to figure out some little ditty I can get myself. Now my birthday is this week, so I gotta figure out what else I want to get myself for my birthday. I always get myself something nice because then I don't have to ask for it from someone, because depending on what it is, people are like, well, why do you want that? And then they don't get it for me anyway. Oh, nice, Shelly. That's perfect. I still love my photo albums. I still have pictures of the kids printed from Snapfish. Every now and then I do like 100 pictures. My birthday's New Year's Eve. So Sunday, I think. Sunday. My birthday is on Sunday. Oh, nice, Lisa. Yeah, I hear you, Stephanie. I hear you. My husband actually was like, oh, hey, what day this week you want to clean the house? I'm like, none of the days, but I'll do it. None of the days, but it has to be done. So yeah, we're going to be cleaning the house. Yeah, it's okay. It's a more fun birthday date, I think, if you're a party person, and I'm not. I have never really been a party person, so, you know. And, people always have plans on my birthday, so nobody ever could really hang out, which was fun. Yeah, I'm a craft party person. We'll have a craft party. And it's nice, too, because, like, when I watch everybody on the Streamathon, but my birthday's on a Sunday. We usually go out junking and stuff, but nothing is open on Sundays. So we might go out Saturday for a little bit. But on Saturday is my kids' little party with their Girl Scouts because they had to cancel the party last week because everybody in Girl Scouts was sick. So it's going to be on Saturday. So I don't know how much junking I'll get done this week, but for my birthday, but it'll be fun. It will be fun, fun, fun. Who knows? Maybe we'll go junking on Friday because I don't want the girls to miss their little party. Brian's like, oh, well, if we don't make it to the party, oh, well. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that to them. I want them, Vera's really getting to enjoy Girl Scouts everywhere. We usually make our way down to the city. Like we go to the Goodwills and Salvation Armies and whatever's open, and we make our way to the city because then I have Olive Garden for dinner. That's all I want. That's all I want for dinner on my birthday is Olive Garden. We went to this Chinese buffet one year. It's like huge, this huge Chinese buffet, and it was fun and it was nice. But every time we've tried to go after that, not on New Year's, but like other times, it's too packed. We can't even make it in the door. So apparently everybody likes that buffet. So we went the once and that was nice. But yeah, I love Olive Garden too. And it's like the only day of the year that I really let myself splurge and get Olive Garden. So yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do for my birthday. Olive Garden it up. that there, I guess. The only thing I don't like about Olive Garden is, the last few times we've gone anyway, they change their menu, like, they change the things on their menu, and I understand you got to change it up. But it seems like every time we go, the portions are getting smaller and the bill doesn't get any smaller. So normally, like, I have enough for a couple of meals where, I'll bring home leftovers. And the last couple of years, I haven't. The last couple of years, I've eaten it all, while I'm there. I mean, yeah, I'm fluffy, but I ain't that fluffy. Okay. Well, ladies, I really hate to cut this short, but I have to go help my husband move a motor. So I'm going to try and come back a couple times this week and work on this a little bit with some of my Christmas stuff in the house. And I want to do it, either on video or live stream. So I am going to say goodbye and go help Brian move a motor and feed my children, because, you got to feed those things like a whole bunch. So I got to go do that. Thanks for hanging. Love you all. Ta-ta for now.